Welcome back everyone to A Gentleman's Life. Bit of change of location in the house today. The light in my second bedroom office room is burned out, so I need to pick up a light bulb after work. I work overnight tonight, so tomorrow morning after work I'll have to pick up a light bulb and get back to it. And it's nice to change it up a little bit here and there. I've been watching a little bit on the TV, movies. I've been trying to catch up on Game of Thrones. For any of you who watch that, I am on, unfortunately, season 3, so I'm really behind. But trying to catch up on that recently, and there's been a lot of different stuff going on in life. But I'm back with another video, and today is going to be a watch review of the Steinhart Ocean 2. And this is probably the lesser known of the range of Steinhart divers. They have the Steinhart Ocean 1 series they're best known for. This is the Rolex Submariner homage. They also have the Ocean 2, which is more of a, I'd say a dressier diver type design. Then they also have the Triton, which is another Steinhart original design for dive watches. And those are kind of their three main dive watches. But today I'll do my favorite, which is the Ocean 2. And I think the best of their divers. And go on from there. So without further ado, let me switch it into first person mode, and we'll have a look at the watch. To start everyone, let's look at the specs of the watch really quick. As you can see here, it is using the 2824-2 Elabore version of the ETA 2824 movement. It's the mid-range of that movement. The functions, as you can see there, this has a 6 o'clock date. It's a little bit different from normal and uses Superluminova BGW9. You can see it's a 43 millimeter case, 13 millimeters high, and weighs just over 100 grams. Important thing to note here is the bezel, which is a sapphire crystal bezel, backfilled with Superluminova, and lug width is 22 millimeters, 300 meter water resistant, and it comes with either bracelet or leather. So let me get this on the stand and we will take a look at the watch. Alright. Move that out of the way. Nice little. Set this up a little bit. Alright. So, as you can see here, this is the Steinhart Ocean 2. Trying to get good lighting for you. So we're going to go back over here because I think the lighting will work out better. This is the Steinhart Ocean 2. For a while they made it in different colors. Looks like they've gone back to just black, but this is the white version, which I think is really nice. The dial is very well detailed, which I'll show you in the macro look, with a chapter ring around the outside and applied indices, and then with a date window at the 6 o'clock there, as you can see. And then you have this sapphire bezel, where all of the white is lume, and then you have this really nice kind of older looking font on the bezel with the numbers to kind of go along with the kind of modern retro design of the rest of the dial. So I really like that. Now I have both leather and the bracelet. Right now it's on the bracelet, and you can see it's nicely brushed with the outer links, and it is polished on the inner links, center links. I think it works really well for this watch, the fact that it looks a little bit dressier. And you also can see here the outside of the case is side of the case is brushed, and then actually the lugs are kind of the one I really would like to get across here if I can get to zoom well. So you can see how it's brushed along the outside of the case, and there's this little polished sliver, polished beveling, followed by brushed again along the top. So really nice detailing on the case there, as you can see. Brushed, polished, brushed. And then the crown, as you see, is knurled just like the bezel, with those little teeth, but it also has a sapphire coating on the crown as well. And like Steinhart's bracelets, very comfortable, but nothing flashy. It does have the screw-in end links, screws, and the bracelet clasp is the same basic style, brushed with the polished clasp. Now, the back is typical of Steinhart style case backs, where it has the engraving on there with Steinhart's logo, stainless steel, sapphire crystal, Swiss made, with a lightly engraved center portion. On the Ocean 2, it's the shark, which is a deviation from the Ocean 1 series. Now, I could go on about this watch a little bit more, but I think it's better for me to show you in the macro view and give you a look at all the details on this watch, because that's really what makes this kind of special. Alright, so we're back and we're in the macro view. And let's take a closer look at the watch. So here you can see the nice applied indices. That's the S and the crown at the 12 o'clock. You can also see how the layer under the indices is really a textured layer. Oh, let me wipe that off really quick. You can kind of see the texturing there under the indices. Really nice detail right there, I think. And just above that, keep wiping this off. Here you can see the Swiss made, the date, and the date surround. You can also see here the writing on the inside: professional, 300 millimeters, 1,000 feet, and automatic. One really nice detail is with the hands. There's a bit of a counterweight on the second hand, which you can see right there. See, they're really, really well detailed. And you can also see how they line up. So that circle where the texturing section meets the inner circle, you can see that the hour, minute, and second hands all line up there. There's that line on the minute hand where the loom stops and becomes skeletonized for the bottom half. You can see that lines up with that circle on the dial. The loom pip on the second hand lines up at the same spot, and the tip of the hour hand lines up with the same spot. So as they go around in a circle, they all line up like that, which I think is a really nice detail and really well done. Here, on the outside, you can see the printing on the chapter ring and the brushing on the chapter ring, which is really nicely done. Really well done, really precise. All on a 500 euro watch, just over 500 euros. And let's look at the bezel really quick. So you can see here how the bezel is all sapphire. Sapphire crystal, really well printed. I really like the print of the font they used. You can see with the 4. It's really kind of got an old-fashioned look to it. Really well done. See with the 3 and the 2, which I think is really interesting compared to the kind of almost 70s vintage look, or 70s, I don't know, kind of a trendy style of the rest of the watch. And here we have the first 15-minute markers for the bezel. Let me turn the watch around there. So you can see the 12 o'clock of the bezel, you have a little triangle, and you have all of those marks around. Now the machining of the bezel is also really good, as you can see here. Well, narrow, there's a crown also as we go. So you can see the crown is also very well done, really well done. And sapphire crystal there as well. I'm brushing the case. Let me show you one of those lugs that I was telling you about that I think are really impressively done. So here we go. So you can see where the bracelet is brushed. And you have a little brushed portion here, followed by the polished, and then brushed again. Don't have the best light right now. That kind of gives you an idea. It's a really nice detail. Now the bracelet. You can see how the bracelet is nicely brushed, but the center links are polished. So, hope you all enjoyed getting a close-up look of the Ocean 2 by Steinhart. I suppose I need to give you really what my thoughts are about this watch. You know, what do I actually think about it? And you know, I really like it. I like the design. It's a little bit dressier and something a bit different for a diver. The sapphire crystal is beautiful, and the lume is amazing. Actually, I'm going to give you a lume shot. Hold on just a second. This kind of gives you an idea of the lume. It's not that dark in here, obviously, or it's going to quite look right. But I've just given it a quick charge. But you can see the lume on the hands and the markers, and then also in the sapphire bezel. And this does not do it justice, trust me. It is much better looking in real life. Even as I look at this past the camera, it looks significantly better to me right now than it does on the camera itself. So there's something with the camera being a cheap iPhone camera that is not doing justice to the, especially the bezel. Especially the bezel, but the hands as well. Everything just looks dim on the camera. But it gives you an idea, at least. So, as I said, that really does not do justice to the lume, but I'm not in a good situation to really do that. I don't have a camera that's going to be good enough to do that. So, what are my final thoughts on the Ocean 2 from Steinhart? Sorry, that's really a bright glare. That's better. I really like it. The lugs, the way they curve, it fits the wrist very comfortably. It feels like a little bit higher up in quality compared to the rest of the Steinhart divers I've tried, especially the Ocean 1 series. This feels like a higher quality piece. I feel like the workmanship's higher, the design is better. Which also leaves me feeling like the bracelet feels a little bit, almost like it's not quite as good as it should be for this watch. And the case back, I feel like this watch is just taking up a level compared to Steinhart, the basic Steinhart Ocean 1 diver. I really like the design. I think it's really classy. I think it's interesting. I really like the sapphire reverse loomed bezel. I love the detailing of the dial and the applied indices. However, it's as much as I love it, with the stuff I wear, I just wouldn't wear it that often. And that's the disappointing thing for me, is that, I love the design, I love the watch, and based on how I dress every day, it's not something I actually wear that often. But if you're looking for kind of a classier, well-detailed, well-designed, a bit of a dressier styled dive watch, I think this is a great one to consider. I think if you're considering like a Christopher Ward Trident, this is another option. The Ocean 2 from Steinhart is another option that you should consider for that kind of dressier style of diver. You don't get a lot of those dressy style divers in these price ranges, under $1,000. Probably one of the better known and best of the dressy style divers that gets worn often is the Omega Seamaster, the 300 Professional. But below $1,000, you don't see that as often. So I like that Christopher Ward and Steinhart both have a dressier styled diver. So if that's what you're looking for, I think this is for you. It is 43 millimeters, but it fits well for 43 millimeters, and holds the wrist very well, does not feel too large. So if you're used to wearing 40 to 42 millimeter watches, this watch will fit just fine. No problem. So it kind of fits to like those sizes. All in all, it's a watch I would recommend. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video review of the Steinhart Ocean 2. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. I will have another video out when I get the chance, probably sometime after the weekend. So sometime next week I'll put out another video. I might do a response video to another, someone else or something like that, or a rambling video over the weekend. But another review or unboxing or those kind of things probably won't happen until next week. I'll get another video of that type out. So thanks for watching. Until next time.